that need to crush their keys, all right?
Yes.
I'm gonna get crazy. Omit in trouble immediately. Shotgun in hand, able to trade out one. Guess who it is? It's Omit. They've got to go on a tear, and they got to go now. Start at the very beginning of the game. Take out your competition. This is exactly what you want to see if you're Omit. You've got to thwart this Fnatic squad. They're safe. They're trying to play spoiler to you. This is what you want from Elo.
That is bold. Omit say, hey guys, remember that time that Fnatic in the last handful of times we played them keep landing top prison? Let's chow them and beat them. Now all of a sudden, Omit find themselves with good kills early. They're in a great position, and the early circle pull is actually going to force everyone to move their direction. So they are going to be feeling really happy about their chance to stay over towards headquarters.
I love this call from Omit. Whoever their IGL is for this game and this game alone, I am loving. They've got to go on the offensive, and they've got to take down this team right here, Fnatic. They had to drop Prison. They've been contesting them all day between HQ and Prison, but this time they dropped straight on their heads, and they're winning right now.
I love it. It's a bold call, but hey, you don't play scared when your life is on the line. You play like you've got nothing to lose.
$1 million, man.
It absolutely is, and it absolutely works out perfectly for them. The only other team that's nearby is AG Global in a way for them, but the big question is Onyx Ravens, who are going to be forced to take a couple of early gunfights. They find themselves against the Cloud9, and that battle has not gone well to start, but LX at least keeps Cloud9 at bay a little while longer.
Guess who's striking while the iron's hot? It's New Icons way off onto that far right-hand side. They're the ones pinching Cloud9. Cloud9 can't get anything going because they got two teams shooting at them all time. It's Onyx Ravens, it's New Icons, all working together to take down Cloud9, looking for some quote-unquote easy kills on the map. So we'll see which team's able to get those kills, or maybe Cloud9 can strike back in the final map. But time is ticking, and it looks like our Onyx Ravens are backing up and readdressing this fight from a different angle, and Joe getting punished for it.
You can't make mistakes right now. That's the biggest part if you're Onyx Ravens. You drop, you lose, you're out. You got to give yourself a little bit of a lifeline. So as much as you'd love to get some kills, and they're actually still being given opportunities by Cloud9, who, to mention, by the way, are probably done and dusted at this point. That's great news for the terms of Onyx Ravens. Getting themselves back into fighting form. Thank you for your loot, and now we can get together again.
We got to talk about New Icons, though. Again, need an average map, and right now they're just pushing back their competition. If they're at the front of the race right now for that threshold, they're right at 12th going into this map. They're basically boxing everybody out that's trying to pass around them. So this is going to be a really close one right at that threshold, and you're right. Team Destroy at 11th place right now, 98 points, not playing right now, just biding their time and waiting. It is going to be so close for that team. I love me some Destroy. We'll see if they make grand finals. I'm sure he's going to be screaming if some of these threshold teams do end up falling early.
And the thing about it is neither are Onyx Ravens nor New Icons giving up by playing a different rotation. They will fight each other again. And like we mentioned, that's great news for the teams in Group A that are on the bubble. Let those guys go to battle with one another. Hopefully one wipes the other, and that's one team that you don't have to worry about anymore. And it looks like New Icons are making the move. It's Drake who's up and forward by himself. The rest of the team coming on their way, though.
Doing well thus far. 3 kills already here in the first circle is a huge boon. I want to take a look at that Vitality squad. Enigma is yelling at me to tell me where are they, what are they doing, and guess what? They're way up in bio. They had to make the biggest rotation because of the zone we were given, and they're all split up in trouble. So they need to restabilize as much as possible. You do see Pazuka fall, rather get an elimination there in the kill feed. Guild does fall and is fully eliminated. That's a big boon for other teams. Guild's going to be just fine if you're a big fan of Guild. They might fall into about 10th or so if things go towards these other teams, but it is extra points that are still on the board that a really good team could have taken.
That's exactly right, because you got to remember that Fnatic started off with being out of that position at top prison, top headquarters. So Omit now finding an opportunity to kind of get a little bit more loose, a little bit more free, still finding a couple of members for Fnatic who desperately don't want to get rid of this position. They keep dropping right on into that topside prison. So they look like they want to keep fighting, and I'm sure at this point Omit are saying, yeah, keep on coming, why not?
Yeah, Omit wants this. They've got him on their heels. They've got him on their back foot. They're stumbling. This Fnatic squad stumbling back, keep punishing them, and frankly, take down 2, leave the last alive, and keep shooting. They've got now like 6, 7 kills, I think, at this point. 6 kills for Omit. Top fraggers right now, tied with a couple teams, and Omit should find their 7th in the kill feed as Foreign Jace gets another.
Really good stuff from Cloud9, again, regaining. Not losing full focus, but Fnatic are actually kind of dropping back into the same position here over towards Factory, so there's going to be a little bit more action between some squads who don't really have the greatest of loot right now. And keep in mind that floating around is Omit and as well New Icons. But Brolic and Gladiators, again, they're probably out of the running at this point pretty convincingly, but they're making it a bit of a mess as you look at your overall rankings again popping up. The Team Eisen still hanging on, 104 points. They are really hoping that no one pops off behind them.
I'm telling you, this Heretic squad, you cannot sleep on them. Yes, will they make grand grand finals, most assuredly. They're already on 7 eliminations. I have a feeling they're going to be in contention for the top of the grand finals. Watch out for the Spaniards. They are dominating today. They have been a fantastic trio here in Resurgence on Rebirth Island. But we'll go back to Vitality. They have been struggling with just 2 this map. Pazuka does finally get back in. Nice shots on the Heretics team. Inxia needs to keep up the pace. This is a high slaying squad when things go their way. They still need a good 20-some-odd point game to be right there into the mix.
And finished 13th last game, but to your point, 6 kills. So there's no delay in terms of them wanting to take fights, but maybe there needs to be. As we look over towards the kill feed again, more action in the mix. In particular, Cloud9 finding a couple of members from that new Icon squad. Zixed as well, also finding players from Onyx Raven. So they're not at full form right now and looking to kind of anchor things up, move their rotation deep through water, backside of Stronghold.
Here's the problem with Onyx Ravens. We told you that they needed a ton of kills. They are so destabilized right now.
Yeah,
they don't have hardly a kill to their name. I think 2 or 3 in total. They would really need to get stabilized, find a loadout, get resources to even make a play at the amount of kills they need. I mean, we're looking at maybe a 15-kill win. I mean, they need a lot of points here, and only 3 kills to their name. Finding 12 on this map. I know we're only at second circle. It's just been difficult for them. They've hardly been able to do it this entire tournament. So we'll see what happens. Got to make a move. Omit in trouble, making a move themselves off the map if they can, especially at the hands of the Falcons.
And the problem is JTech already crash landed into the water, so now Tenix all of a sudden has got to be making a call of, well, what do? We need points, but none of us have loot. We don't know where we can contest. We know Falcons is going to be playing over towards Stronghold. Do we feel anything else out? And it looks like they will as we get on board with Falcons. Again, the storyline for them is how many freaking wins are they going to pull for this group stage? Looking for a full perfect day for 4 in a row. LX and the Onyx Ravens still contesting, and that's a big first blood. Biffle drops.
Great timing on that fight. Is a great job dropping down to make sure he cleans up the kill on Biffle before Biffle could restabilize. Onyx Ravens needed that one. The problem is you have a lurking Shifty, your kill leader, by the way, of the entire tournament. They haven't lost yet, and they don't intend to do so now. They are here to make a statement. Yes, we're focusing on Threshold, but your Falcons are soaring high with over 200 points. If I'm Imlix, I know he's confident, but this is a frustrating spot to be in. Does crack Shifty, but can't make the push because there's a lurking teammate.
Yeah, that's the big news, and that lurking teammate does get into the mix. Biffle able to find the kill, so LX will be down and out. And that Stronghold's pretty much given towards the Falcons. The last 2 members for Onyx Ravens have to rotate away. Keep your eye, though, on what's happening over towards Factory. In particular, Team 12, Zix, kind of on the inside of the rotation towards this position at headquarters. This comes down to what's going to happen with new Icons who are also in the mix. A quick look at JTech, and again, Amit are just hoping and praying they find some sort of a lifeline, as here's that battle happening right over towards Vitality, and Zix still in the area. New Icons trying to get involved.
Man, I love this Zix squad. Taylor has been shouting about them from the rooftops. They've put in the work, and it's being shown on broadcast. They are going to make grand finals. They're having a great map thus far, restabilizing, and to try to push into our top 8, at least for some multipliers. I know you see it, 3 teams fully eliminated. Gladiators are out of here. They will not be making the grand finals. Key will be crushed. We've seen a couple other teams fall as well. So unfortunate timing for the boys, but I'm sure they'll battle back in other competitions. Yeah, absolutely the case. And this is, again, another look over towards Amit. They are in trouble. Elo is the one being trusted to try to drop in somewhere and find some loot, but he can't get anywhere. I mean, they keep circling around where the Falcons are, so not good news for Amit. Keep your eye, though, on where C9 is positioned, because nearby, new Icons again. In the mix, all 3 members back and ready to fight. Unfortunately, we just see Inxian fall. Team Vitality eliminated off screen. That likely means they won't make. It might be kind of close. It really depends. We don't want to call it before it's finalized. That team was close, and they only had around, I think, 8-9 kills. They didn't get a multiplier. It's going to be real close. They're going to be right around that 90-point margin. We're looking at for about 100 to be somewhat safe. This squad, Icons, though, different story. They've got a nice amount of eliminations. They're looking for that multiplier. Keep up the pace, gentlemen. You could see this team in the grand finals, which would be a surprise to a lot of folks at home. This is a good rotation from new Icons. We're going to come into a little bit of trouble here, but whoa, Drake just runs right back through Crimson Co. So Exists are like, whoa, wait a second. New Icons are here. How do they get through? Lucanas finding himself a corner in the bathroom.
No forward play at the moment. Big win from Drake, but all gets traded on the other side, and now it's just down to Lukinas. He gets the first, but he has to snap for the second. Not gonna happen, and new icons will drop. It looked to be about double-digit kills, maybe a touch over that, but still, is that enough is gonna be the question.
That should put them nearly tied with Team Destroy. They are going to be biding their time, waiting, chewing their fingernails off. We have more competition at hand, though. Imlex, top player for this Onyx Raven squad, continuing to be the last one remaining for this team. They need a big map, and right now it's not looking like it. Onyx Ravens fall, likely not making grand finals. Our pieces are starting to fall into place. The puzzle of the grand finals becoming a clearer picture, but it's not done yet. Zix, Omit is the big squad we're looking at. Both these two teams on the fringe. Zix likely there, Omit likely not. They need a big game.
And on the other side, guess who's fully alive and ready to battle? This Falcons team has absolute superiority on the bottom side of this circle. Team Vision trying to rotate in from their top. It looks like someone is watching over that. That's the top side player on the minimap. Not sure who it is, but they're looking directly that direction. And yeah, they're even saying, drop the airstrike right on me, friends, because it is Biffle. He's seen Rocket. He's trying to hold this off 1v3.
Yeah, this has got to be just brutal if you're watching at home. If you're not a fan of the Falcons for whatever reason, you're cheering on another team, just to have free reign over that side of the map likely means they will win this, but we'll get there. Still a lot of work to be done for this Omit squad. They're looking fairly strong, but it's not enough. They only have 7 eliminations between this trio, nearly fully on the back of Elo right now. There is a Cloud9 team still alive, at least with 2. Now on your bottom floor, finds 2. Can they trade, or is Elo going to win the 1v2? Forces the equation, pushes the fight, and unfortunately falls. Omit is out of here, as on the other side, T-Nex gets pushed at the exact same time. Omit might not make. They only got a 1.2x multiplier. There are going to be a lot of teams on the fringe. This competition is going to come down to likely a single point.
I mean, legitimately, I think our difference between like 14th and 18th is going to be about 5 points. We head over to Vision, though. They're not done, and they still could potentially put together a burner if they win, though. That's the thing. They're going to have to get high kills and win to have a chance. They're currently sitting at about 14, but this feels like a victory lap right now for Falcons. They're sitting near 20 total kills, full control of the circle, and everyone else is just trying to stagger their way in. Their biggest opponent, I would say, would be Vision playing just above them. Yeah,
this Vision team, like, surprisingly has a full team of 3 up. They actually have really good position. Look at this zone pull. They get the zone pull. They have to win. How many kills do they have? They have 14 kills.
They could do this.
It's not done for Team Vision. If you're a fan of this squad, you better be screaming at your screen right now. They need all of these kills, and they need a win, and even that will only get them close. This is coming down to tiny margins, and the only team that even has an option to make that isn't there is that Vision squad. But the Falcons, you hear the crowd, they're here to win. They are not trying to lose a single map today, as finally that Zix squad fully eliminated. We're down to the final 4.
And Shifty's also taking good shots over towards Cloud9. Noobs, who's just trying to finesse as long as he possibly can for the rest of Fnatic to get some placements. It's not going to be much in terms of what they're able to do. I mean, they're already guaranteed. It's all about what can Vision find. They need, like you mentioned, to wipe the entire floor plus win. Tall ask, but maybe an opportunity because the circle continues to allow them a chance to move in freely.
Uh-oh. Vehicles galore, bodies flying everywhere. Noobs come soaring in, looking for some eliminations. Look who's getting all the kills. It's Team Falcons. They're wiping the whole lobby. Team Falcons have the world at their fingertips, and they will not give a single person a single inch. They are taking every kill, and they're likely taking the win. Cloud9 trying to make a heroic effort in the final hour. It's just not going to be enough. Vision is still in it, just barely. Really only at the behest of Joa, who's playing spoiler to Vision getting fully wiped.
This doesn't feel fair. I mean, this is ridiculous. Almond, Skullface, wiped. Say farewell to Fnatic. So now it's just down to what the remaining members here for Cloud9 and Vision could do. And the shots across the shotgun building here at Barracks continue to allow kills to come out, and Falcons will go perfect on the day. They win 5 out of 8 total drops. Shut the front door. These guys are looking to dominate.
Unbelievable performance from the Falcons. The onus of responsibility shift was on their shoulders. Every single person expected them to win. I don't know that we expected them to go perfect. I will be frank. I don't know, especially in group stages where all they needed to do was get top 14. I don't know that anyone expected them to do this. day one of solos. I heard Quickshot in the HQ questioning if they were the team we were saying they were. Quickshot, if you're listening, yeah, they're them. They are them. They are at the top, and frankly, it wasn't even close.
27 kills for the win. That's, I think, our top on the week so far.
54 points. It's the top by a sizable margin. And guess who they're beating out? Themselves. 24 eliminations with a win before at 48 points. This is the biggest map maybe we've ever seen in Resurgence history with 54 points. They're having this way with their lobby, and it is their lobby.